Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Trevor Davis now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
We got three. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Starting left here. Louis. 5. 12.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Single. What's that? Super 66. Push it back. Kill. Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he stopped immediately there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Gone. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Listen. Do up. Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Starting left here. Hey, lift.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on second down is gone. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Go, 12, go. Shell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, 97 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come on now.
On second down, here's Goff. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Louis.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught right side by Cobb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb. The intended receiver, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
over here.
On second down, Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hard ball.
Another carry now for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5. Shell. Value 3.
On 1st and 10, Goff looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
319.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will knot us up at 10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now Goff on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, lift! 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 76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now a first down throw. Gone. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good game. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, lift! 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 Starting left here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, here's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jester! 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 Deuce! Shell! 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 Louis! Orange! Hardball!
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now the juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We got hardball. Super. Switch. Value three. Hey, lift. Out.
On first down, it's Goff. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Goff on first down. Incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Super 66. Check 3.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Third and long. It's gone. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Returnable here for Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
We're good. We're good. Value 3. Value 3.
Following the fumble recovery. Gone. On the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, gone. That's caught. It's Thomas. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now gone. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Dan, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word. I just kept using it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super
toe.
76.
On first down, gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Starting left here.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Starting left here. 17. Cut.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead. When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And an alley to run. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, 97 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Crosby with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now you want. Shell.
Gone. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the toss, it's Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Hey, 76.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. Orange.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there. First down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but enough to give him a new set of downs. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's gone. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot in this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Here we go. Shell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And now the Packers get set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they get... And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a mullet in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Michael Brockers in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Left! Left! Left!
Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Check.
Now it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Play was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for L.A., the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall a game under the